4/5.
Yes, very good. Okay, now that, those are kind of what I would call trivial problems. You're
Mhm.
not going to get too many of those. In fact, we really need to start with slope in terms of the formula.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here are two ordered pairs. And the problem would say, what is the slope between the two ordered pairs? And there is a formula. Slope is y2 minus y1,
Mhm.
x2 minus x1. Now, the reason
Mhm.
there's subscripts is because you have more than one x. You actually have an
Mhm.
x1, a y1, an x2, and a y2.
Mhm.
So I want you to put those values into this equation and let me know what you come up with.
8 over negative 11.
Okay, is this how you would present your answer?
No, because I just make it a total negative, right? Just negative 8 over 11.
Yes, and that's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for your final answer. Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so when they're all positive, there's no big deal, right? You just put the numbers in, you subtract, add, subtract, whatever it is. But you're going to see sign issues here. Okay. So it's really, really important that, especially for y1 and x1, that you treat them like they're in parentheses.
Okay.
Okay. You will see why in the next problem that I will give you here, if I can find one that's illustrating what I want, which it is not. So okay, so let me make one up here. So let's say I give you the point -4, -7, comma 6, comma -3.
Mhm.
Actually, let me make this +3. That'll be a little better here. Let's make that
Okay.
+3. So be very careful here with how you do this. Most of the mistakes are made with sign errors, meaning forgetting that. Make it negative or keep it
Negative
negative.
10 over 10.
Okay, is that your final answer?
No, reduce that to 1, right?
Okay, so what is your final answer? What would you put in the box here if I only were to grade the
Negative 1.
box? -1. Okay, let's take a look here. So y2 is 3 minus
Mhm.
a -7.
That'll be plus positive 7.
So that's
10.
10. Good.
Mhm.
Bottom here, it's 6 minus a -4.
Oh, yeah, 10 over 10. Oh,
Over
it would
10.
just be regular 1.
Yes. These small mistakes, they compound, right? Little sign here,
Mhm.
little sign there. It doesn't work out. All right. So
Mhm.
here's another one for you to try. All right. So let you work that one out. Let me know what you come up with on that one, please.
Negative 15 over 14.
So again, you're off by, if this is your final answer, you're off by a sign. So
Well, negative over a negative, but it would just all be negative though, right?
if they're both negative, a negative over a negative makes a positive.
Oh, okay. So it would just be 15 over 14 then. If
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's try a couple more here. Here's a new one for you to look at.
okay. 10, 12 over 30. Negative 12 over 30.
Okay.
Wait, no, just 12 over 30.
So
Sorry.
what I'm hearing is
12 over 30.
a lot of uncertainty, and I'm only guessing, but you're not writing the formula down, checking your signs,
No, it's
working it
12
out.
over 30.
Okay, let's take a look here. So it's 10 minus a -2 over -11 minus 19.
Yeah.
That's
And
12
so you
over.
change, yeah, 12 over negative 30.
Okay, so the answer is negative, but now can you reduce?
Yes, you can make that 2 over -5.
Yes, the final answer is -2/5.
Yeah.
So I'm still not hearing like the complete correct final answer as we do this. So really try harder, a little bit harder this time to make sure you got your signs in the right spot. You know, in this case, this one you had to reduce your fractions.
Mhm.
Like this is not complicated, but it requires a degree of detail that I'm just not seeing quite yet from you. And you can do
Okay.
this. There's absolutely no reason that you can't do this. So here's a new one for you to
Mhm.
try.
Okay. 8 minus a positive 28 over 2, 14.
It is 14. Okay. Let me looking for a couple more here
Mhm.
for us to do.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this one looks good. Let's look at something like this. Okay, so new problem here, last slope problem, then we'll move to equations of a line.
Mhm.
Wow, that didn't scale well. Let me redo that. All right. Give me the slope between those 2 points, please.
Okay. Right. Oh. 2.
It is 2. Very good. All right. Now, there are 3 equations of a line that are kind of standard that you might have heard.
Mhm.
Do you remember any of them? I'll pick any of them.
Uh,
Either the
no.
name or the equation
No.
or nothing.
Like, it's just rise over run.
I feel like I'm asking you, like, do you know any Spanish words? And you're like, I live in Arizona. I don't know any Spanish. I don't even know hola or something, right? Come on. Any equations of a line?
Rise
This
over
was from,
run?
that's slope. You're giving me slope. So how about this? This is the one that most students remember first, and it has a name. Have you seen this before?
Um, y-intercept?
So this is slope intercept form.
Slope-intercept.
Did you take Algebra 1 last year?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Just checking because I mean there's scenarios where I know students take geometry and they haven't had algebra. Um, because this is kind of the standard one. This is the one like it's like if you want to know one word in Spanish, it's like hola, maybe, and adios, hello and goodbye, right? We at least know a little bit here.
Mhm.
We'll get to the other ones. M stands for slope.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. I really don't actually know. I can tell you how I remember it, but you have to somehow know that M is slope. Okay.
Mhm.
V stands for the y-intercept.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have an equation here. You have an equation y equals mx plus b. Beyond the slope, beyond this calculating slope, you'll be asked to write the equation of a line. So right now we have the equation y equal 2x plus b. I take that
Okay.
value of 2 and
Mhm.
put it in for b. I'm sorry, for m.
For M,
For m. M is the slope. M is 2.
M is
M is
2. Okay.
now how many letters do you see down here? Y, X, and B. How many letters
3.
do you see? 3. So
3.
there's 3 letters, 3 unknowns, maybe. If we know 2 of them, we can find the third.
Mhm.
So do you have an X and a Y? Do you have an ordered pair?
Yes.
You have 2 of them.
2. Yeah, 2 of them.
So you have to pick which one do you want to work with. I would recommend using the positives.
2, 3, yeah. So
For
I can
3,
make 3 the Y.
that's correct. And then you can solve this for B.
Yeah. So
Can
I
you do
know
that for me?
B equals um Y minus 2, 2, right?
Well, but you have a value for Y.
Yeah. So 3 minus 4, B equals -1.
Perfect. Now that number goes back in here. So you rewrite your equation, y equals 2x minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
Y
so,
equals 3 though, right? So I put
well,
3 equals 2x over 1.
So the way this works is you're trying to find M and B. M and B. You
Oh,
leave Y and X will always remain.
okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. So the way this works is the problem will give you two points, and you first find the slope. Okay. So we're going to do this again one more time.
Mhm.
I want you to first find the slope for me, please.
Okay. Slope. Okay. -3. -3 over 5.
Okay. So we have -3 over 5 as the slope. So then you write y equals mx plus b,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put
-3x
that in there.
plus
Y
b.
equals minus 3/5 x plus b. This
Mm-hmm.
time you use point, either point. I would recommend using the one with the 0 in it because I think that's going to be slightly easier. But that becomes like your x
Yeah.
and your y.
Okay. All right. So y equals 0.
That's right. You put 0 in for
-3 is 3 plus b. Okay. So it will be 0 minus. Oh, I gotta divide 3 by 5. Ooh,
0
I don't need
equals
that.
0 equals
Yeah,
um,
3/5
and then,
of 3.
well, you're multiplying like the top and then treat this 3 as 3 over 1. So it's 0 equals minus 9 over 5 plus b.
Yeah, plus b. Yeah,
How do you
and
solve for b?
I gotta
Right?
subtract -9 over 5 from
So
0.
instead of subtracting a negative, you'll add 9
Add
fifths.
9. Add 9/5.
Yes. So b is equal to
9/5.
9 fifths.
Mhm.
So that goes back in here. So we have y equals minus 3/5 x plus
Plus
9 fifths.
9/5. Mhm.
All right. So let me find a couple more problems for you to work on here.
Okay.
All right. So here you go. So this is the full problem.
Mhm.
It says, let me snip it in here. It says, write the equation, or what is the equation of the line that passes through the points 3, 4, and 5, 8. So what you have to
Okay.
do is find the slope, write the slope,
So first
and
it will be slope is 2. Wait,
I
no,
want
sorry.
you to,
I read that
I
wrong.
want,
I'm sorry.
right. I want you to work this all the way through. I'm just looking for the equation. Okay, so
Okay,
we're gonna take a full minute. There's no rush. We got plenty of time. Do some problems.
mhm. So, mm, um, hmm, 10, maybe. Okay, it will be y equals 2x minus 2.
Okay, that does look correct. Okay, and how am I determining that? I'm checking your points.
Mm-hmm,
The given points. Does 4 equal 2 times 3 minus 2? Yes, that works.
mm-hmm, yeah.
Does 8 equal 2 times 5 minus 2? Yes, it worked. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
Now you don't want to guess and check, but that is an acceptable way to do it. All right. So
okay.
let me find another problem. Actually, I'll have you work on this one while I find some more. So same thing. Go ahead and just give me the final equation. Here's your new one to work on here.
negative 2, 2. Okay, y equals negative 1x plus 11.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay. So if I tried the ordered pairs here, 5 equals -1 times 4 plus 11
Mm-hmm.
doesn't work.
Oh.
So there's a problem with your slope. Go ahead and recalculate
Mhm.
your slope, please.
3 minus 4 negative 1 8 over negative. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me redo that. Okay. Okay. 3 minus 1 8 or negative 1 4. Okay. Oh, okay. Negative 1 4. One 5. Plus y equals negative 1/4 x plus 6.
Okay, so let's try it out here. Does 5 equal -1/4 times 4 plus 6? Negative
Yes.
1/4 of 4 is -1. That works out great. Does does 3 equal -1/4 times 8 plus 6?
Yes.
-1/4 of 8 is -2.
2.
Negative
Mhm.
2 plus 6 is 4. So what's
Oh.
going on here? Slope still probably is not correct. Let's take a look here. Your slope is y2 minus y1,
Mhm.
x2 minus x1.
Yeah.
If you ever
So
wonder
first,
why,
3 minus 1, 3 minus 4, sorry, is.
there's your issue. It's 3 minus 5. So you might wonder, why does he keep writing this? And
Mhm.
Jacob, it's not for me. I can do this
Mhm.
problem without writing anything down. It's to help you, the student. It's to show you that, like, if you write it down, you will not make the mistake of transposing the numbers. Because you'll say,
Okay.
oh, it's 3 minus 5. And then you can use,
Okay.
all right, I've used those up. 8 minus 4.
Mhm. 2, 4,
So go ahead and
negative 1/2.
recalculate that, please, for the b
Mhm.
value.
Mhm. Mhm. 4. Okay. Y negative 1/2 x plus 7.
Okay, you feel pretty good about this one?
Yeah.
All right, I think you should. That is correct. All right, so I wanted to really quickly do another problem here. I don't know if we'll have time to, so I'll just work it with you. Slope here is
4
x1,
over negative
y1,
5.
x2, y2. 5 minus 1, which is 4. 0 minus a minus 5.
Yeah, 4
4
over
over
5.
5.
Yep.
So this is y equals 4/5 x plus b. Which point
Okay,
do
I
you think we
know.
should use?
Y, probably the one with the 0.
I would agree.
Y equals 0. 4/5 of 5. That will be 4. And b will equal. So in the end, it will be y equals 4/5 x minus 4.
Okay, but you swapped the letters. X
Oh,
is
I did.
0,
Oh, yeah, I totally swapped them.
y is 5.
It will be plus 5.
Yes.
Y 4/5 plus 5.
Okay. All right, so notice when you're given 0, 5 on the graph, that is the y-intercept. When you're given 0, a point, that becomes the b-value.
Okay.
It has to be 0, the point.
Okay.
All right, so that'll be our final thought for today. We are unfortunately out of time, but good job.